Hey, destination. Hey, famous. I know your name now, rooted in essential oil. Got a 5-year-old. I know a lot about you. Hey, warm, strong. Yeah, our little surprise person is trying to find a place to park, and she's going to be in a special place, and we're going to raise the roof. Uh oh. Here I go. Okay. Turn that down, and then okay, then I'm back over. I'm back over. But yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday. I got a lot of good stuff happening today for me. I got to pick up some stuff from UPS. I got two things to pick up. Destination next Friday. I got a big old haul video. Hey, Deborah. Welcome, 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 welcome. Oh, yep. And then what else? Hey, Fargon, thank you so much for coming in. Seem like a new name. Welcome to the family, and share me. Anybody that can share me out, please. Okay. And if you have not subscribed, subscribe. And all the ones that play, I am Betty J Gathers. Replay. I thank you so very much, Jared. Hey, Jared, how's it going? Oh, I even got Patrick here. Patrick. I tried to catch you last night, Patrick, and you was gone. Frog, he told me that you were on, and that's how I knew that you were on. Kenzie, I'm gonna write. I keep saying I'm gonna write Kenzie on here. Hey, Kenzie, how you doing? You changed your name back, or you got two different accounts now? Good morning, everybody. Yep, my surprise guest is gonna be here a little bit. Y'all gonna be surprised. I said she. She is trying to find a place to park. And soon as they find, hey, Scratch and P, Bud Files, hello. Y'all just don't know. Y'all have helped me so much. Y'all have helped me immensely. Um, my first video next week at 9 a.m. is going out. I've already made the thumbnail. I haven't put it up yet and everything. So I've edited. Then I've already did my second video for the following week. The next video to me is like what I want to say is like the old me. And then the one that's after that, the second week, is the new me. You're gonna like the second one. You're gonna like the first one too, but the second one you're gonna like a lot more. You're gonna see this Betty in the second one. So yeah, and then Heather made it to 1,000K. Yay, Heather made it to 1,000. She finally made it to that 1K. I don't know what her watch hours are looking at, but I'm sure she got enough to do to get monetized the new way. I know she got enough hours, hopefully, that 3,000 to get her in that window. But yeah, like I say, life is good. I can be so grateful for everything. I tell you, anything in my life right now. I was thinking about being grateful because, my first marriage ended in a divorce. But now when I think back, and people that's been married before, that I am grateful for that marriage. And I didn't think I'll ever say that. And then I'm grateful because I learned what a true relationship was. And I learned I was too young to get married. And I'm grateful. And I loved him at one time. I'm grateful for that puppy love. It wasn't real love. I'm grateful for the son that I got out that marriage. So we can be grateful for a lot of stuff, you know. Well, grateful for him now. Still ain't grateful for him. But but yeah, hey, Mommy Laney, we're waiting for my surprise guest. They're trying to get comfortable, whatever spot they're trying to get in. I just love my people, what they do. Mommy Laney, I'm gonna have to get her on here one day because Mama Laney um is so special to me. And I just love her so much, like she's my child, and her daughter's my grandchild. And yeah, yeah. Mona did what? Hello, Mona. Welcome back. I'm so happy you're here. My surprise guest is going to be here in a little bit. She's parking and all that good stuff. So yeah. She'll be up in a little bit. I think I already gave it away. But anyway. Who is your quest? Oh, she's gonna be up in a little bit, Mama Laney. She definitely is. And Destination Fun should have been the surprise guest. I'm hoping she goes on my second tea party. I'm hoping Warmstrong be there too. So, because he looks nice in a hat. You know, a man hat is what I mean, warm, strong. Oh, that's what I mean on that end. But yeah, I am back. Oh, and Warm Strong got, I remember he got a Timu review on $8 microphone, the lavalier that clips to your phone. He's on there. And then it's gonna be on Monday. Is it at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock? I'm sure it's at 4 because he does everything at 4. So July 3rd on Monday, Warmstrong is gonna be on at 4 o'clock, and he's gonna be doing a Timu, whatever it is. So that should be really interesting. And you know, Warmstrong got that big microphone now, y'all. He sounds so professional. He sounds so, and if y'all have not been over Warmstrong, please subscribe to him. His links drops down in the chat. Or Warmstrong, can you just put hashtag Betty and have your link drop, please? Yeah, because you really want to know him. And Mommy Laney is saying hello to everyone in the US of A. And I don't know if my banner is playing around with my I think it's too high or something, and I can't see, you know, and I try not to put the phone too close to here. Thank you, everybody that's here this morning. I am so honored. I'm waiting for my guests. I'm just so honored all of you are here. And yeah, as soon as they find their parking spot, they're trying to find that special spot. Okay. And I just like to say, you know, that I am just happy that everybody, you know, choose to come here, because there's so many people that go on lives in the morning, and just for people to choose to come to your live is just amazing. And also I said, like, once a month, I know, you know, we're going to be doing the tea party, and always probably at Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just think that's a good time when some people don't work, and it really works out, you know, for people at that time. But yeah. And also, this person that's coming and hasn't made it yet is everywhere on everybody's channel, just like Destination Fun, real supportive, you know, and she will protect us to no end. And she will pop up even on her breaks to come visit the channels that always already give her away. Not a She's not really a creator, and I want to find out why she's not a creator. I really do want to find out why. But yeah, and then what else is going on? I know Have Cheetah, like I say, he was on late last night, and I don't think he has anything going on tonight at 8 o'clock. And then Mama Laney says, that's what friends are for, good times and bad times. She remember that. I'm not going to sing because I can't sing, okay? And also I visited Rooted in Essential Oils. I missed his live. His name is Famous. And I missed his live the other day, but I did look at some of his videos. Hey Heather, I really enjoyed all of your you, Drew, and Werner. They all had premieres this morning. One goes right after the other. Heather goes first, Werner, then Drew. And they're from Australia and really, really great friends. They're really, really supportive. The only problem is in Australia, our time difference is so different. So yeah, but I'm just so glad. Like even when Monday, when I was kind of stuck, well, my chat was stuck. And so I went and looked after to see if that happened to other people, and it does. They said it's a glitch sometimes in StreamYard. And I'm just hoping, I'm going to do next time what they told me to do and try that. But it was just weird because it was just really stuck is what it was. Let's see who else is in the chat and make sure I didn't miss anybody, and I didn't. And going back to Famous, rooted in essential oils, especially if you're interested in essential oils like I am. I have all these containers in the house. I'm telling you. Let me show you rooted in essentials. The last, you're going to say, my God, it's so big. Hold on. Don't nobody leave. Hold on. Oh, the water don't waste. Oh my God, let me make myself big. This is my essential oils. This is essential oil thing. It is huge. And I'm wasting water on me. It's huge. Oh my God, it's huge. But you know what? The essential oils, this one is weird. Try not to waste the water. I can't pull it out either. But they have like the little pad right there, water's leaking. But you can't smell the essential oil. They don't put it like inside, and I might start doing that. They said it will ruin it, but I have so many different essential oils in my home. And I'm still waiting for our guest, y'all. I am still waiting for our guest. She wanted to do something special. And she told me to give her about 15 minutes. And another thing that I'm doing. Welcome, Jamia. How you doing? Okay, you watching for the bushes? I'll take that. Yes, D is from, hey, D. D is from Australia also. Yes, she is. She's from Australia also. I have a lot of family in Australia. If you've been around me for a while, my son is there with his 7 children. Okay, or is it 8? It's 8, 7. Yeah, 7. I didn't add it one, but 7 kids over in Australia. I bet I got you on the. I see. So I'm gonna have to also Roots and Essential Oil has a store, so I'm gonna have to start going there. I know. I don't know anybody else in the chat use essential oils. I use them in each of my bathrooms, my bedroom. The big one goes in my bedroom because my bedroom is pretty big. So that's where I use it in there. And then she should be here in a little bit, y'all. And also, I told y'all I got a new hobby. Is putting puzzles together. That's when you're old, when you got to put puzzles together. But this one I thought was really neat, was really cute. Let me blow myself up. This one was really neat. what is it? Wood, well, it's a wooden puzzle, but I don't know the name of it. It don't have a name. It says, yeah, it doesn't have a name, but this should be fun putting together. I think it's about 120 pieces is what it is. And I'm gonna enjoy that. I'm gonna enjoy that. And putting this together. Anybody do puzzles? I just started this. I never did puzzles as a child either. I never did puzzles as a child. Okay, Kenzie, she'll definitely be here by the time you come. You know, so I think that she tried to plan something. I love a good puzzle. I did a 500 puzzle, my son. Oh my God. If I lost a piece of a puzzle, that's what I did a puzzle last night, in fact, because also what I'm doing, I'm getting little girl puzzles, girls of color. And what I do is I put them together first, but then what I'm going to do is put them back in the box, like in a baggie, and put them back, and then I'm going to give them away to another little brown girl, which I think is nice. I got like 3 of them now, and I put one together last night. It was 100 pieces, put it together wrong at first, then put it together. So yeah, yeah. And you know what? Puzzles really calm me down too. I learned that. And I didn't go to bed about 2 o'clock this morning. So, you know, let me go over to my Instagram. I might have missed something. Nope. She didn't say anything. Okay. But yeah, it's, you know, I just love just being here. And like I say, it's Friday. It's the end of the work week. And it's the end of the retirement week. I can remember when I used to work. I don't know. Do people still do this? Like every Friday night, we would go out to have a drink or go out to eat those old nasty wings after work on Friday night. I don't know what I did with the kids. I'd be trying to remember what was my children, because I always had 2 children when I was working. So I don't know where the kids was, but they must have was in good hands because they're still alive. But do they still do that now? Do they go off to the office, you know, after the office on Friday, go out for drinks and, you know, all that good stuff? I know they couldn't do it, you know, during the pandemic. So I definitely, you know, do know that. And I'm trying to see. Let me go back over here and see if she said anything. She didn't. Oh, I don't know. We might have to use Warmstrong. I don't know how you look, Warmstrong. I don't know how you look. You told me, Kenzie said, I couldn't go back to sleep after 2:30 because of the rainstorm. So I've been up for a while. Yeah, well, you know what? We have been having rainstorms, and now, you know, it's kind of stopped what it is. So yeah. And okay, thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna send Warmstrong and then I'm gonna have him come up. Let's see, copied. And go over here to Instagram. Okay, Warmstrong, it's there. It's there. We still gonna have a good time, y'all. We're gonna have Warmstrong, then we're gonna have the hey Samuel. Well, boom to you. Hello, you know we gonna raise the roof. We got Warmstrong coming up. Thank you so much, brother. We got that's one thing with lives. I want to say, Samuel, what time is it there? Samuel is from Africa, y'all. I get everybody from everywhere. Yes. You should have your microphone. Oh, let's see. Why it's not up here? That's solo layout. And then it's like you're here.
But I'm not.
I know.
Hey, everybody. And now I'm on a big screen. I feel special.
I know.
Come on, Betty. You're acting like a rookie now.
I know. I tell you, I have no idea.
Hey, Samuel the Traveler, welcome in.
Yes, keep talking. I don't know what it is. Let me. I
Do you
don't.
see the layout?
Yes, I see the layout, but it's saying like remove. Let me bring you down and see. It'll let me. Why? Oh, dummy, dummy.
There we go.
I'll just take the black screen for right
I
now.
am not the special guest destination fund. I'm I'm the warm up act. I'm the one. I'm gonna try to get the crowd hype for the main star.
Oh, I know I'm gonna have to pay for this one. The surprise guest is trying to find a spot. What she had all planned out, and I guess she didn't. I guess she didn't find the spot. Oh, that's what I was gonna say too. Always have a plan B. Always in life, always have a plan B.
You learn to improvise.
Yeah.
Things may not go right. If you couldn't get me up here where you could still hear me, so that would still work. And not get frustrated. I mean, again, things aren't going to go perfect. I tell everybody that every vacation. I love traveling. For those that don't know, but I love traveling. Nothing ever goes 100% right.
Especially with traveling.
And you just never know. So whatever it is, you make the best of it.
Oh God. So yeah, you come into my next tea party, you think?
Betty, I'm gonna try. You know what? You said
about
something about a hat. I'm like, I don't wear hats, but I do have one.
If wear a hat, I'm teasing about
I gotta try to find my hat.
You don't. You can come. You can come as you are. Is what it is. So, yeah, I think what it was, she went to a place she thought that the reception was gonna be good, and the reception not being good. That's what I think it is.
Could be.
I'm sure it is.
Or work called and got, hey, we need you right now.
No, it wasn't work.
Oh, okay.
She might be driving back home. That's why I keep checking, but I know she's about pulling her hair out of her head now. She's doing worse than me. Then let me see if I can put my background back and see if that works. Oh Lordy, let's see. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. That's what friends are for.
Welcome in, Annabelle Atwood.
Oh, Annabelle's back. Thank you so much. That's also a new name. I am getting a lot of new names now,
Sweet.
So, but when you work, did you go out on Friday nights after work?
Sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah, I used to.
The job I had was I didn't work like a regular Monday through Friday. So my off days may not have been Friday. So it varies. So, but if other people were going on a Friday, I would have went out.
Okay. Yeah, but we used to do that. I'm like, well, what was the kids? What I said before, I can't remember. Somebody had them.
That's a little scary.
Somebody had them. Somebody. Well, I'm sure my son would have been with his dad, but I'm thinking about Brandon. I don't know, but like I say, they were safe and they're alive. And
but did it kill you? Is that what you tell them now, Betty? But did you die?
But did you?
I don't know where you were at, but did you die?
I did a great job. That's one thing I can tell my boys. You can't make me feel guilty about anything. Samuel, do you have a channel? Yes. Sammy, type hashtag Betty so it can drop your link. Yes, he does. He stays in Africa is what it is. But I do want to try, like I say, I have a premiere going up next week at 9 a.m. before the live. And then I'm getting back there. I just got to start going out to other people's channels again.
I'm trying to do that. Like last night, I stayed up. I worked on it. Thank you for putting the plug in for the premiere.
Great.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
But I stayed up working on that video last night. I do not like making videos like that. I do not. It took forever, and the takes and retakes and all this, and it still wasn't as good as I wanted it.
That's the problem, though. That's the problem. That's the problem.
I mean,
but whenever you mess up, don't start and stop. Just keep going.
No, and I did learn. I kind of learned that. I'm doing a take. I just pause for a second because then I can always edit that out. And, I mean, there's a couple parts when you see it. I wasn't near the camera, so I couldn't stop and start it. So, anywho,
okay.
People are the life of a YouTuber.
I know. Because as I was making my video, I already had some clips from some weeks ago. And as I was making those, I'm like, are you sure you want to do long videos again? And then I had edited for a while. Oh my God. I had forgot. What do I hit here?
Oh, right. It was a nightmare. But you know what? And I say that, but I really did. I enjoyed it. So, I mean, again, it was work. And, if you look at it, you might not think, I was like, he said this was work. Yeah. But it was work, people.
It was work, y'all. It was work.
And it was fun. And again, I was 85% satisfied. There's some things that I should have done. And I watched other videos. It's like, yeah, the camera setups, how you do your cooking videos. It would have been nice, doing an unboxing to have a camera up top looking down. But see, because I don't do this, I don't have all that stuff. Well, actually, I do have it. I just didn't think about using it until after.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
Oh, okay. But the video that's not next week, but the week after, it's going to be a lot different. Even with the cooking part, it's going to be a lot different with the editing part on there. And the thing that I sent, you didn't go to the little group this morning. I ain't spending $90-some for that thing, but I think that would be really neat for overhead shots. It's just an all-in-one thing, but we got the doggone gimbal. I just can't.
Well, most, you do. Most tripods, you could do that with an adjustable head and just turn it sideways. So most of them should be able to do it.
They do, but it's work still. If you can get something to make it even easier.
Well, but again, and it costs money. I mean, you get into this, I try not to spend too much money, but even when you try to make things better, again, that's why I got this mic was for mostly for voiceovers, but it makes you sound better. So I do like it on lives, but it costs money. And the Temu mic, I do a review on that, but again, everything costs money. The Temu mic was $8, a little under $8.
We know. I thought it was $5.
They sent me an offer to buy another one for $4.98 or something like that. I almost bought one just to buy it, just to give it away.
Yeah, because somebody can always use it.
And I mean, you when you watch the video, I don't want to give it away. I want people to come to the
video. I hear you.
But if you come to the video, I mean, again, it depends. And in my ear, certain things sound better.
Okay.
So I think people will enjoy it, and I think they'll think about for that price, $8. I think people.
Yeah.
Never mind.
We'll
watch the video, people.
Yeah. Watch the video. Because Betty, I give away everything.
I do too.
I give away everything.
Betty, I wanted to go live last night to do my test live, and my son was like, "Make a video. That's what you do. Make a video."
Joe Jackson got him. Rooted Essentials is saying, famous is saying editing is overwhelming at times. It can be. I just want to learn a lot more. And CV Baseball came in, an amazing channel. Even though I say I'm not interested really in baseball collection, I like the part of the history. I think that'll be your saving grace too, CV, is, telling the history of one of the baseball players as you're pulling them out, for the ones. That's why I say when someone's not interested, really, even with cruising, but y'all talk about a lot of different things, and we stick right there, with you.
I still have my baseball cards from 1968 or 1969. It might be 69.
Mhm.
And I go back and look through some of the pictures. I'm like, I didn't keep them in pristine condition though, which is
Mhm.
probably what I should have done. But again, I was 7, 8 years old at the time. But
Mhm.
I go back and look at some of them. Some of them Hall of Famers. I said, I wonder if they're worth any money.
Mhm.
I did have one. I had a Mickey Mantle his last year.
Mhm.
And this is for people who know baseball. Mickey Mantle was a great
Mhm.
baseball player, and I had his last. I had his last year, but
Mhm.
I can't find it because I knew that one was going to be worth something, and I
Mhm.
put it like in a protective covering, but I must have moved it out of where all the other cards are kept. So
Mhm.
I can't find it, and I think I
Mhm.
moved. I went through a divorce and I moved. I can't find it.
Okay. Yep. And I have all my boys' cards still. So I'm gonna pass it over to Brandon and he could split them up. And then I've even got what was those things that lived in the sewer?
Teenage
Yeah,
Mutant Ninja
Teenage
Turtles.
Mutant. I got all the stuff from McDonald's. I got those cars that turned into a robot and stuff. I got all that stuff. All of
Well, they got a new movie coming out.
Really?
I think in August. I think there's a new
Really? And
Teenage
then
Mutant Ninja
TV
Turtles.
said, hang on to them.
I actually I gave him to my son.
Mm-hmm.
I passed him down to my son, and I mean
Yeah.
he's into sports, so I gave him to him.
Yeah, well, that's good. So long as they're into it.
Yeah.
I think my oldest son more than my youngest son. CV said, hang on to him.
Hang on to him.
On.
Those darn
I need to
divorces.
sell them. I know it's something, not their stuff, but it's something of mine I'm not going to hold on to. Do y'all know if silver is high or silver is low?
Silver is high, probably for silver, but not like gold high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, gold, whatever
Yeah.
gold is $1,000 an
Yeah.
ounce.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you,
silver
everyone, for
will
being
be
here.
$100 an ounce or $10 an ounce.
Yeah. And CV say, darn divorce.
Darn divorce.
Oh, don't we know? Betty, they are worth a bit now. Collectors go mad. Okay. Well, I'll let them have those. But I got something else that oh boy, she stole. Let me tell you about She Stole My Thunder.
Thank you. She stole my thunder.
Yeah, but I got to tell you about She Stole My Thunder. Let me go back up here where CV say mine are going to my kids and mostly my son. Okay, great. And make sure they know how important they are, because sometimes kids, I don't know, it's something about them and stuff passed down. Hey, let me tell you what She Stole My Thunder say. She was just tossing money around the other day. I said, she told my bed, no, you ain't come to my channel. Come on over. Thank you.
You get a super chat. You get a super chat. Everybody gets a super chat.
Maybe we should do that. But if I did that to everybody, it'd have to be 99.
Oh my goodness.
You but everybody's grateful for whatever. So I
They
guess
are.
I
At least
go
I
to
am.
everybody chatting 99 cent it out. I know I'm gonna get a new camera with my money. I want a new camera.
I was trying to decide on what to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm gonna like a down payment on a cruise or more equipment. But She Stole My Thunder. Can Scratch and Pete just can I go on a little ramble for a second, Betty?
Yes, you can.
Canada, I'm tired of you. I've been walking around in a haze for the last week. Here in Detroit, the sun is out. I don't know what's going on in Canada. I think the whole country is burning down.
the
We can
smoke.
barely breathe here in Detroit because it's
I
nothing.
heard that.
It's nothing but smoke. It looks like fog. Like picture a real misty day, how cloudy it is. That's what it is here. I mean, if you look outside, the sun is out. It's light, but it's not sunny. But there's no clouds in the sky. It's all like smoke.
Oh, I know what she did. Okay.
Oh, but Keisha's
Go
here.
ahead.
But no, that was my rant. Canadians, come and get your smoke.
Mhm.
I can't see so my thunder. I can't imagine what you guys are going through. You know, I hope everything is well up there. But I know how bad it is here. I can't imagine what it is up there.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, first floor audio. Welcome in.
Yeah. Lee, I was at his show. Was it last night? I be getting mixed up on nights.
Me too. It all runs together.
I be getting mixed up on night, but he has a crowd there too. If anybody, let me go back over here and make sure that she saw it and that she could hit it. And let's see. Thank you so much again. She stole my thunder. She said, yep, she just flinging that money around like it ain't nothing.
Money ain't a thing.
All right, money ain't no thing. I tell you that she stole my connect. Yeah, I heard about all that smoke. I hope it don't come through here.
It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you walk out. I mean, again, if the PGA is having a tournament here, if you look there, it looks like it's like they're playing in fog. Like when you look at a camera shot, you can see them fine, but when you look further back, you can see all the smoke. Yeah.
And I got everybody. Thank you so much, because you know what? Our surprise guest is here. No, you're not going nowhere, Armstrong. Oh, you could. Huh? You want to get down?
No, I mean, it's up to you. But again, you know, you got your special guest. I'll say it for a second. I'll say hi, because who could this possibly be?
I don't know.
Let me guess.
I
Ding
don't know.
dong.
It's someone everybody loves. Oh, he's trying to embarrass me now. Here we go. Yay! It's Keisha.
Keisha's in the house. Welcome in.
In the
Hello.
house.
Happy
Hey.
Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
I'm so glad you brought some sunshine to us. We needed it.
Well, it's kind of hazy here. No
Yeah, but
smoke,
we can see.
definitely
I can see the
hazy.
water. You know, girl, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I was so scared. I said she might have to run back home.
You know, I actually thought I had forgotten my phone when I got here. I was like,
no.
oh my God. I got tripod. I got my battery pack. I got my keyboard. Where's my phone? Oh my gosh. But I had it. Good morning, Bill.
I am so happy. And if none of y'all know, I'm trying to find She Stole My Thunder comment so I can hit that back. And we have Keisha here, my surprise. Everybody know Keisha.
Okay?
Hello, everybody.
Everybody know.
Nuna, Annabelle Atwood.
Okay, go ahead. I'm going to let you say hello.
I'm just famous with Rooted in Essential Oils, Scratch and Pete, my best friend. Oh my gosh, everybody. Hey, Jennifer from Embarkation Nation. She stole my thunder. Oh, she's my favorite, absolute favorite. Sorry, Miss Betty. She stole my thunder. Is my absolute favorite. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? And thank you so much for coming in, and everybody for being here on this Friday. And if you have not shared me out, share me out. That means more people coming. And the ones that watch the replay, thank you so much, because I get so many views. I can't believe it, but I am loving having Keisha on here. I tell you.
I had to get up and put my face on, Miss Betty.
Don't I know about that? Don't I know about that? If I don't know nothing else, I know about that.
Whenever I look at Keisha, she always looks so young. And then when she says her age, it's like, are you kidding me? Now then you're pulling my leg, right?
I know.
I will be 48
on
the 22nd
I'll
of
be
next
back.
month.
Y'all hang on.
Okay, Betty.
Yes,
but every time I
so
look at you, I mean, you look in your 20s, and it's like, she's talking about these kids. It's like, how she can't have kids that old? No way. She hasn't been through this in life and that in life, and
oh yeah. I was 22 for a long time until I forgot how old I really was, and then I had to stop lying. I think I was about
well,
36 when I
I've
stopped
been
lying
there
about my
too.
age.
Until all my hair turned white, it's like, yeah, oh no, I'm 42. No, and then it's tough to pull off. Hey, Dude Classic, welcome in. Thanks for stopping in. Betty will be back. Oh, here she is. She's back.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I'm being nosy in this mail before I even open it up. Thank you, everybody, for
What's
being
going on? What we got there, Betty?
Oh, this don't sound good.
Annabelle is in the house.
Hey, Annabelle. Community alert. They were up here talking about community alert. I'm thinking that we got some kind of help because it's from like the health department. Talking about somebody, if you got an aging roof, they can help us out.
No.
Oh, I just thought
you never know what that might mean down in Florida. What law are you changing today?
I'm like, what we got an outbreak of?
Right. What law are y'all changing today? It's like,
yeah,
I'm
because
afraid
we've
to come
had
down to
some
Florida.
breakouts here in Florida that people ain't know about. Some major, some years back. I think a lot of people didn't know about. Keisha, she said Jean just turned 46 a few days ago. Oh, y'all are babies. Myself. Happy birthday in advance. Babies. You're a baby to me too, Armstrong.
Stop.
I'm older than you. Every time you say how old, I'm looking at him like, child, you better enjoy every that year or two in behind me. Hey, Dude Classic. I'm so happy you're here. Oh, I know I missed something, but y'all.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah. And then she said, yeah, Montreal, she says we have days where it's like we have that yellow filter set up in town.
It's this fog. I mean, a small fog. This smoke, it is something. It's different.
Yeah, they were saying people need to stay inside where you live there.
Yeah. It's the worst I've ever seen it.
It's bad. It is really bad. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Let me get over here one more time, then we're going to start doing our thing. But thank you, everybody. It's like y'all know Keisha was going to be here today. I think if I would have put her picture here, I think we would have had 30 people.
You probably would have.
Yeah, I think I made a mistake.
You might have got me here earlier too, Miss Betty. I was like, oh, they don't even know I'm coming.
Oh,
I could disappear.
Yeah, listen to her laughing. Oh boy. You know who I saw you on this morning? I was really surprised. Andre Southgate. How you know Andre?
Through you and Bill.
Oh, I see you in his thing. I'm like, how she know Andre? I know you know the Indonesians, but I didn't think you knew the New Zealand.
Yeah, I went to Australia and Indonesia right behind you, Miss Betty. I'm just following you everywhere.
I know. And listen, if y'all don't know, she can speak Indonesian.
I can't. I can copy and paste from Google.
All right, Yansu, I tell you.
Oh, I love my Yansu. I love him. I don't understand a word he's saying. He don't understand me, but we love each other.
Oh,
he loves Bill and Betty too.
Oh, good.
He does.
He loves when Bill come out of the bushes.
Oh, okay. I am Betty. You honestly still lying. We all know you're 22. Girl, I don't want to be 22 no more. That was my hard years. They're 20s.
I do.
I don't want to be 20 something no more. I made too many mistakes in my now about 28 when I started getting some sense. Yeah. But I still want the good times. The good times, I'm gonna tell you, Armstrong, for women, 35.
The sweet spot, huh?
Trying to think.
35.
35. No.
No, for me, I mean, 20, 25, no responsibilities, young. I mean, you stay partying out to 4 o'clock in the morning and you're up to go to work by 7 o'clock in the morning. Those were the good old days.
I
No.
raised the roof. The roof. Ask my husband. Roof. The roof. You look really laid back, Keisha. Are you laid back?
I am very laid back. I'm very laid back. I'm listening to you two, and I'm like, nope, no, I don't remember raising in the roofs. No, clubs
Really?
and partying. No, no.
Keisha,
No.
the funny thing is, if you see me on a cruise, you'll be like, why is this old man at the club? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Sitting in his chair, bouncing in his chair to the music.
Y'all
If
in
you
the
want to take a
chat.
ride with me.
Ooh.
Anyway.
sing in that
And it's like,
chair.
but I really do. But I've done that like all my life. I've been like a night person. Even when I had day job, it's like, man, I can't go to sleep till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
And I've always been like that. And people are always like, wow, you really stay up late. Did you take a nap today? Well, yeah, I did take a nap.
Hey, Radical Changes. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for being here. But any of y'all in the chat, were y'all party animals? I wasn't a party animal, but I was I love to dance. Girl, let music go on. Ooh, child. Yep. Nothing much changes as you get older. It really don't. So if you've been laid back, so... But don't get me mad though. Don't. Oh, Destination talking about come on the group cruise with them in 2024.
I can't come on that. I know that one is the one that's gonna go out on my birthday. But
Sweet.
I'm gonna be. It is a Utopia. I think is going out on my birthday, but I can't go on that one because I'll be getting on one on the 25th.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So I can't go on that one, Destination.
Oh,
Sherry, I would love to.
She's sorry. She stole my son. Said, "Welcome to the hood." Oh, Big Mama house is the hood. We sure is. We right in the hood too. And of course, lie about her age. Me and She Stole My Thunder met on Shane's channel, so we go back a while now. So yeah, I bring the chaos. Yes, you bring the chaos in this order. And Keisha bring the sunshine. Warmstone don't bring no sunshine.
I ain't got no sunshine. It's covered by smoke. I don't have sunshine.
Called? Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. You know what? I learned that I could sing on here because he told me that they won't. He said, because you don't sound like.
They won't recognize the song you sing.
Right. But it's not just you. It's everybody.
Since he told me that, that's so. But what if you sing like that cute boy I was talking about? What was his name? I forgot him.
If you sound too much in like the record, like
his name. Wait a minute. Go ahead, Warmstrong.
If you sound too much like, I mean, yeah, you can get a copyright, but not most people here can't sing well enough and long enough to get a copyright.
I am Dre Scott. Oh my God. I am DRESCOT. Oh my God. That boy make my heart flutter.
My goodness, Betty.
Oh, I know, right?
Please tell me your husband's not around.
Girl, my husband knows. Girl, oh my God. Have anybody seen that? I am Dre Scott. Woo. Make an old lady knees weak.
Goodness gracious, Betty.
Let's cool her off. Let's cool
her off.
And I no other older women feel that way. I've even seen Lydia over there loving that channel. Child, that boy cute. Oh, and he dressed cute. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bill is a night owl. We know. We know. Rudy, you must be a night owl too, because you be up too then. Oh my God. I'm trying to, before I start asking her, she's talking about Bill. What did he say? Bill brings the smoke.
No, that's Canada. That ain't me. That's Canada. Because I can barely breathe. I stay in the house, cut the air on. Got to change my filter every other day. I'm done. I'm done with Canada.
What you said? But is it clearing out though?
It's supposed to. Today, I think is they're taking down the advisory.
Okay.
They were supposed to. They extended it. It was supposed to be Thursday. Then they said today
Mhm.
should be like the last day, so it should be.
Bill is funny. Funny? Bill? The Bill we know? He funny?
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because I'm still supposed to be asleep. I didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock last night. I woke up at 8.
Thank you. I thank you. And that's where I have great friends. And then we're going to start with Keisha in a minute. But I really have great friends that really, even like Wednesday, how Heather came and helped me when she seen me like, going through check when this thing wouldn't stroll. And they say that happens too, because I went and looked, but that was the first time that ever happened to me. Where the chat wouldn't scroll and I had to use my phone for it. So, but welcome. Oh, and I want to say too that Heather, come hither with Heather. She finally reached 1,000 subs. Yay!
Congratulations!
Oh, she finally a 5-year-old. You always up? A 5-year-old supposed to be asleep.
5-year-olds, when they start going to kindergarten and school, they get up at 6 o'clock in the morning every day. They don't know it's Saturday. They're up at 6 o'clock.
I know, but I'm saying it sounds like
Famous is up at 3 o'clock in the morning with me.
I know what's happening. That baby ain't got no bedtime. I bet you that baby ain't got no bedtime. I bet you that. Do my baby have a bedtime? Because my granddaughter ain't got no bedtime. Bedtime. That's what it is. But yeah, 5-year-olds. But I always was early. I like to get up early. I always been an early ward, so it didn't bother me if the kids went to bed early and they got up early. That was fine. He said, "I know. I was surprised to see you up this early." And congrats to Heather, and I'm gonna get on right on to the end. And Radical Changer says, my kid definitely has a bedtime. Yeah. And the generations just have changed, and we just have to go along with the changes, which is good. You go along with the changes.
Young whippersnappers.
It's okay. I'm gonna stop right there for now. But I know, Keisha, that you had been off from work for a while.
Okay. Disclaimer. Miss Betty ain't gonna tell you none of my business because I know you can't hold water. So I'm just, my comments will be kind of, all right, there we go.
Okay. I wasn't going to get into the but okay. But I wasn't going to.
But go ahead.
Okay. But how did you find us? And then the next thing, because we weren't going to even go in girl, I'm ready for that. I'm already ready. So, because I'm gonna ask some question. I want to hear the good parts. Like one question I'm asking what it is like raising a daughter. I don't want to know the bad part because I never had a daughter. So, but we're not asking that yet. We ain't asking that yet. So I already know. Okay. So how did you get to YouTube?
Going on my first cruise. So my first cruise was last May of 2022. And so my girlfriend, she's been cruising for years, and she loves the high seas, and so she invited me and a couple other girlfriends to go. And so I was like, I don't know anything about cruising, and she's even more laid back than me, and she's like, just book your cruise and come on. But she didn't give me any details, and I need to research and know everything. So my first channel that I started following on YouTube was oh gosh, Life with Us with Lynette and Stanley. I love them.
Stanley,
yes, I love
Are
Lynette
they big
and Stanley.
YouTubers?
I would say they're pretty big. They're getting pretty big.
Okay.
They're out of Norfolk, Virginia. I think they're on Virgin Voyages right now, or were. So they were in Greece on the last post I saw. But I love them. So they were my first channel that I watched. And then from there, it was another couple here that they were in Virginia, but now they're in North Carolina and Charlotte. And then from there, I got on with my favorite group, with the cruising group. That that's what they do, and traveling. So that's how I basically got on the YouTube and just branching out from other folks' live streams. And I was in the bushes literally from February, I'll say, until like September. I wasn't commenting, and I wasn't making, any post or anything like that. Wasn't saying anything. I was lurking. I was in the bushes, taking it all in. Yeah, but just watching folks. I think I found you like in maybe November, or early November is when I found you.
Tired.
Yeah, and I was connected with Bill on Instagram before I connected with him on YouTube. I didn't connect with Bill on YouTube until after the Celebration Cruise, when I saw him with my peeps, and I was like, oh, so he's okay.
Wow.
He is okay. He's okay. So, but yeah, that's how I found YouTube. My son has been using, was my personal YouTube handle, which my son used for years for gaming. So for him to be able to get into the adult games and comment and stuff, and I could watch him. So yeah.
Yeah. So if it was no Bill, you probably wouldn't have found me then.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Betty, you're everywhere too, though. You're everywhere too.
But I found Betty through you, Bill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even Destination, I found.
Yep.
And she ended up, being a great, great friend. Rooted Essential Oils, I think they be around the cruise community too, because they be about, what's that, House of Entertainment?
House of X Entertainment.
So I'm pretty sure they be around
and went
also. And I'm so glad that he found me and everything. Yeah. And let me go back over to the chat. He said, it's summertime. I forgot about that. I'm thinking school is in.
These babies home and eating up everything.
Okay, yeah, 9 p.m. I should know my granddaughter is out. Yeah. And I'm gonna ask her that in a minute. So we're gonna hold off on that question, Rooted in Essentials. And I love those channels. That was my first. I love their channel, the channel that you first was watching. That was my first channel too. So
yeah, they do everything.
What do you think drew you into their channel though?
One of the girlfriends that I was that I cruised with, she's from that area, and she knew them from their daily life blogs. So she was into that, but she said, they cruise as well, and they do a lot of group cruises. And she was like, they put out a lot of information about what to pack for your cruises, what to expect on your cruises, and things like that. So I really needed that type of information, because I'm like, okay, what do I wear? What do I do? And I'm a list person. I have to have a list.
Okay.
I'm checking it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I take it with me. I got it on print. I got pictures of it. I got PDFs.
So you know what? Cruises, Keisha would be a good person to have like in a private StreamYard and question her, because she's on the other side. Because I think when you're a cruise creator, you're thinking from another side, and you would be the best person for them to really go in like in a private thing. And
I don't know, but I love everything about cruising. I mean, I had never ever thought about cruising, but and my girlfriend, she's always done it, and she was going through some things, and she had a cruise booked, and so she was like, I'm still going, and I need somebody to go with me. And so she was like, you want to go? I didn't know if you would want to go. I didn't think you liked it. I said, well, you never asked. So, and I was hooked within the first few hours on the trip. So it was, and it's like, wow. Yeah. So it was great. It's great. But definitely organized and needing to know everything about everything. That's how I am.
Yeah. Now I really love Bill's trip to Alaska. Now that was nice. That was I've heard him say that was one of his best cruises.
It was.
was Alaska, and then the helicopter ride, that was really nice.
Yeah.
Dee said, no, it's wintertime here in Australia. Winter solstice has passed. Summer is coming. Yay. Y'all got a while though. You just up there around September, October, they start warming up. Rooted in Essential said, Betty, I found you through Destination and found Bill through you. Betty loved the connection, and Keisha found me through House of X Entertainment. See, everybody know the hookup. The hookup.
Oh, yeah.
Hookup.
Yeah, House of X, they put my name out there on their community page when I was going on before my cruise this year in March, when I was looking for my 50 so that I could go live, and I still didn't go live up there. House of X put my name out there on their community page and got me over my 50 hump. So yeah, I love Winston and Leo. You know, I love them. They're just the sweetest couple. I love them.
Okay. So the question also was asked, why are you not a creator?
Well,
I know you
am
have
a creator.
I know you. I shouldn't have asked.
Thank you, Keisha. I was going to say that.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked you that way.
I'm a creator.
I'm sorry. She is a creator, but seem like you love.
But
this.
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So I am a creator in my mind and in my heart.
No, you are. You are. I just asked the question wrong.
But last night, what is the word? Epiphany? Oh yes, I had the best motivator last night with my cruise group folks. Oh my gosh. And so I'm gonna be getting some stuff out. I started working last night. I'm gonna be putting out my stuff, whether it be my cruising and my walks here at my park, you know, just some things, you know, my little gardening. So I'm gonna put out some stuff, I promise. So it might come at y'all all at once. I'll be like, oh my God, slow down, girl.
No,
so, you know, I had a moment last night, coming from the Meet and I 2023 cruise. They had a forum on that cruise with the content creators and just giving all kinds of advice and tips and asking questions, and from so many different perspectives of information about being a content creator, and how to, you know, think about yourself, branding yourself, how to come up with ideas for your channel. And I mean, it was an hour plus of just bang, 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 just awesome information, from all different walks of people. Scratching Pete was over up in there in the chat. He was in there in the premiere last night.
Now, where was this
I
again?
love him.
Where was this?
This is Meet and I, METE and ANDI. So Anwar and Lenitria, they are content creators here on YouTube, and they cruise, but they do travel, they do lifestyle. They also have another channel, Sipping with Meet and I, where they do Black-owned spirits and wines and liquors and things like that. So they're awesome. I absolutely love them. So they're hosting the group cruise again in 2024. So that's the one I'm going to be on next year around my birthday. But yes, I am a content creator. But my passion really is to support. And that's me throughout my whole life. Every area of my life. I'm a supporter. I'm a nurturer. I'm a mom. I'm an auntie. I'm a big sister. You know, that's my role in life, you know, to support in any way that I can. And that's where my passion is, you know, in anything. And so in that forum, it was even said, you know, just be yourself. Sometimes that's what somebody else may need to hear what you have to say, to see what you're showing, what part of your life you know, they may be going through the same thing, or they may, you know, want to do some of the things that you're doing, and you never know. So just put it out there. Don't worry about if it's perfect. Don't worry about the editing, you know. So another one of those content creators, Edna's World. Miss Edna was like, I don't edit. She said about the only thing editing, she was like, about the only editing you're gonna get out of me is when I cut out the part where I'm adjusting my bra strap, or, you know, when I come on talking before, you know, when the mic, she said, that's about the only editing you're going to get, is me cutting out that part and that part. But, you know, and that's my thing, is that with my having to research everything on the front end, I'm also like that I want to perfect it, you know, and make it great. So like the one vlog that I really have out there with my daughter, with her first cruise, you know, it took me like a whole week and a half to do that, because I'm like, oh my God, that picture doesn't look right. That doesn't look right, you know. And I just, even from those 2 cruises that I know, you know, I could post it at any time. I have so much content that came out of that, because that was a 5-day cruise with my daughter, a 7-day cruise with my son. And I mean, and I've been recording everything, you know, so even like since last year, you know, I took out my camera, my gardening little experience last year. I didn't really vlog on my first cruise, because I was having so much fun with my girls. I mean, I look at my camera and it's like, where am I at? Because I had so many pictures of them, you know, having fun, and I was behind the camera the whole time in that first cruise. And the only pictures I have of myself are the ones that they took. And, you know, that was our experience together, that they say the same thing. They don't have any pictures of themselves. They just have pictures of us, you know, them taking pictures of us. But none of us individually. So that's great. And I'm hoping I can get back on another cruise with them, but our lives are just so life is life.
Life is life. Scratch and P, can you drop the link to that form? And what I'll do is pin it up to the top, please, because I would love to look at that.
Oh my gosh, it's Miss Betty. That was, I mean, in my personal opinion, but I'm biased too, because all of the people that were there, I love them.
Right.
Me and Anwar, Miss Edna, your favorite couple with the Parkers on the Go, Team Reese Travels. Oh my gosh, just so many of them. That Wiley Hustle, Trap Vision, 3D. Oh, all of them. I love them. And there is like so many different things, you know, and some of them doing the same thing, but in different ways. Like you think about Cruise Kibitz, right? So that's a group of 3 ladies that do cruise. And they came together to do a podcast. And they put it on YouTube now, but they cruise, but their styles are so different, right? So Parkers on the Go, it's a couple, you know, they do have children and family and everything, and they do other than cruising. But it's the 2 of the couple that traveled together majority. And they don't have loyalty to any cruise line, and they cruise. And Team Reese Travel is a family. It's a husband, wife, and a son. And they travel together as a family, you know, and the majority of their things are about cruising. And then Cheryl from Sig Cruiser, she's a solo cruiser who has, you know, food intolerances. So she's a gluten-free person. I mean, well, it's not gluten-free person, but she has gluten allergies. And so she can't do gluten. And so her experiences with food, you know, throughout life, you know, and on cruising, that's what she kind of, you know, highlights in her cruising. But she's a super busy lady too. But, you know, they came together to put together this podcast. And so just seeing, you know, things like that. And so the 3 of them, 2 of them were on that group cruise, but one of them, she wasn't, but she lives in the area, and she showed up for the meetup before they got on the cruise. And just seeing how virtual friends come together to be real life friends. I so want to meet you and Bill. Bill, I'm waiting for the invitation. I'm telling you. I'm gonna put you on FaceTime with my husband, and y'all can talk.
Oh,
And then you can invite me on my all expense paid cruise. So, and I'll come. I'm there. I'll book my own flight. Okay, I'm there. But just seeing how virtual friends come together and become real life friends. It's just awesome to me to see all the love that was there in that. But I'm really chatty, and I'm shy. Honest to goodness, I am shy. But I feel like I know y'all. I mean, hanging out with Bill up until 2 o'clock in the morning for like 2 months straight. I know y'all. I feel like I know Bill in his back wall.
Yeah, I even fell asleep on one of them. I was like, "Oh, child, I got to go to bed. I can't hang with y'all."
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, both of you. For those that don't know, I mean, I've been doing YouTube for about a year and a half. There's been times that I was going to give up. I was going to quit. I was going to walk away. Still watch YouTube, but I wasn't going to be a creator. I mean, I was just going to go out and watch other channels. But with Betty and Keisha, and Keisha probably doesn't know because again, we know each other from the YouTube streets, but we don't talk every day. Me and Betty, we talk almost every day or every other day, whatever. We talk on the phone. But Keisha, she is so supportive, and when she watches your video, you know how don't anybody take this personal, but you know how you guys say nice video and keep moving. Keisha would write out like a paragraph, and
I would love for you, not for the one next week, but go ahead. But the one the next week, okay.
She would write out a paragraph of support, and those paragraphs actually stopped me from quitting YouTube. Between her and Betty. They stopped me from quitting YouTube. So thank you guys. I appreciate you too.
I love you. But if you cut your beard off, I don't know. I might have to,
Wow.
I almost divorced my husband over a mustache, man. Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
She need to stop. She sounded worse than me and that Drake guy, whoever he is, child. Yeah, his mama say, like the old people would say, "Boy, she ain't gonna do nothing but give you worms."
Oh my gosh,
worms. Wow.
That's what the old women tell.
I know.
About.
If y'all weren't here earlier, it's a guy on Instagram that oh God, he just makes me weak. He's young enough to be my son, child. But oh my God, yep, this old lady is. Oh Jesus, help me, Lord. Thanks everybody for being here so much. And anybody that can share me out, please share me out. And thumbs up. That helps me grow. And Keisha, I know you and your family, they love to cruise. But sometimes I see you with your son. Sometimes I see you with your daughter. So do you and your husband go as a couple without the kids?
No, my husband doesn't want to cruise. He's not interested.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm gonna get him. He tricked me. He was like, "Yeah, I'll go on a cruise if we go to Alaska. I got a deal." I'm like, "Baby, we can go. Okay, cruise only gonna cost like $700 for the two of us with everything. We good." No, I gotta go to Mecca first, and when I go to Mecca, then we'll go. I gotta go do Hajj. I'm like, "Listen, you just messing with me. It's okay. It's all right. My kids will go with me cruising." Second, third cruise booked. So he's wonderful. He's very supportive. I mean, I tell my daughter that is the best thing about my husband and I, is that our love for each other is not dependent on one another.
Yep.
We totally coexist. It's so hard for me to describe it because there's no need and pull, there's no bondage.
I understand exactly what you're
in our relationship, but he can't sleep without me and I can't sleep without him. We might be mad. We might even be mad, but when we go to bed, we're not mad. We might wake up the next day. I'm like, "What you want to eat for breakfast?" I might be mad, but that's my husband. He's my everything. But if he was not here, I would still go on. If I was not here, he would still go on.
Yeah.
Because, we are very strong and
Mhm.
Strong people, you know. He's a supporter. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My husband,
Uh-huh.
he's just everything to everybody, you know, for real. And but he has, and that might be why I love Bill so much too, because he
Uh-huh.
has a face like Bill. Like, get out of
Oh,
my face, go away. I don't have time for
yeah.
you. You know.
Wow.
Okay, I'm
See,
old. What is
but see, Bill, you're laughing. I want to see you at the nightclub having a good time, you know, because that's what, when dating my husband, seeing him, it took me like 2 years before I knew my husband liked comedy, because he's just so grounded, you know. I took him to a BB King concert. Oh my goodness. Concert went over an hour and a half. My husband, oh my gosh, he still talks about that concert. God rest BB King. But you know, he loved that. I took him to see what's his name? Is it Chris Tucker from Rush Hour?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Is that
Chris
his
Tucker.
name? Chris Tucker. We went to see him in concert, and he was like, my husband, if he can't have front row seats, if he can't be, you know, center stage, he don't want it. I was like, baby,
Okay.
we can't be front row with Chris Tucker.
Mhm.
You don't go. I don't want to be front row at a comedy show. So we're about third row. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's a comedian. I mean, he's not a comedian, but he loves comedy.
Yeah.
And sometimes I have to interpret, because, you know, for those of you who don't know, my husband is from West Africa. And so sometimes
Mhm.
there's a little bit a language barriers there. And I'm like, babe, what you laughing? And you don't even know what he's talking about. And he's like, oh yeah, no, I didn't do that. Like, yeah. So there's this one song he used to love on the radio, and the girl was talking about her neck and her back. And he was like, I feel her pain. She must have a hard job. I said, baby, y'all have completely different jobs.
Okay, y'all. I must be getting old, but what's OFC?
OFC? I don't know.
I thought maybe someone was trying to say hi to official
Oh.
Jamie, but I don't know.
Oh, I don't. Okay, well, I don't feel
And
that old
Keisha,
no more.
I'm very sarcastic. I mean, again,
You,
I watch what I say on YouTube, but if you ever saw me at the nightclub or on a cruise ship, and we're together, I mean, I just wouldn't stop talking, and I talk about people, and I just have fun. I'm not a mean person. I'm not going to go up and be mean to anybody like
Hey,
that. But if
Cal,
me and you
Billy.
are sitting there, I'm going to be cracking jokes, and you're going to be like, who is this guy? When did he get X-rated and start talking?
listen, that's my girlfriends and I. My girlfriend's daughters. We were at her house as we were preparing for the cruise, and her daughters, they're grown. I think the oldest one is 26. It's like, oh my gosh, y'all are a mean girl clique.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. That's what I feel like. I'm just not mean. I'm just not mean to their face, but I'm mean. And it's like when you hear me talk outside of YouTube, they'd be like, "Wow, does he have anything nice to say about anybody?"
I'm sorry, I forgot I am being recorded. Yes, I'm nice all the time. I never say anything bad about anybody.
And Destination. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say this is me all the time. And until I get to know you, I open up like this. But it takes just a little bit for me to open up to people. But like I said, I feel like I know you guys.
Yeah, I can open up real fast, but then I sit back and I observe. Is what I do. I tend to open up, hug. I'm a hugger, and then chit chat. But then I'm gonna sit back and watch it for a while. So
I am not a hugger. I'm a fist bump person all the way. Here you go. I don't want to shake hands.
I don't want to be hugged. I'm just a hugger, you know. And usually I'll say, "Can I hug you?" before I hug you, but yeah. And my sister's a hugger too, so I don't know. But Destination says she agrees. There are many times I wanted to throw in the towel. Not you, Destination. Not you. And Rooted in Central Summer. I love that Keisha. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, famous.
Yeah. Then Superman says Betty Davis. There you go. And Billy D. Same screen. Don't you?
Billy D. Cruz.
Billy Davis. What that Betty? What Betty with the hanger that movie she was in? The
Oh yeah,
Mean Mama.
Mommy Dearest.
Yeah, Mommy Dearest. I never even seen that movie. I just heard people talk about the coat hanger.
Oh
She wasn't
yeah,
a nice mom.
she was not a nice
In
mom.
the
But guess
house.
what? Her negligees. I had my family to buy me a couple of those and the shoes with the fluffy
Uh-huh.
stuff on the. I was like, this is what I want, and I had to go pull up that movie to show them, the long flowing negligees, the chiffon. Yes, I love Mommy Dearest wardrobe.
Mhm.
But you never saw Miss Betty, so you don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. I'm trying to. Okay.
Eddie
I'm
Lugo.
yeah, Eddie's in the house.
Hi. Yo,
And
yo,
you know what?
yo.
And you know, Keisha's just starting her channel. I'll tell you one of the struggles, especially like if you're following like the cruise community, you want to do cruise videos. The problem with a lot of channels, and mine included, luckily I'm retired. I'm able to go on a few more cruises than most people. But you go on a cruise, like a working Keisha, she goes on a cruise, she 1, 2 a year maybe. You got to try to stretch that material out, and it feels like you don't have anything, and that's where you have to start doing other things. So I don't have a cruise until October. So now
Mhm.
I'm doing a Temu review coming up for Monday, and that's what
Carol.
Met and I. That's kind of
Me.
what they do. They're all over the place. They travel. They do this. They support groups. I mean, they're all over the place.
Oh
So
wow.
they actually
Yeah.
have content. But for people like me and Keisha, I mean, we want to put out cruise content, and there's only so much cruise content that you can put out before you
Yeah.
don't have any content. And now what do you do?
Yeah. But like Elisa's Adventures in Cruising, she's the same way. She's like,
Yep.
she's not cruising, but everything is about cruising. So she started doing, on her weekly live streams, when you're not on a cruise, but you want to have cruise food. So she's making dishes that she would have on a
Mhm.
cruise, drinks that she would have on a cruise, trying out
Mhm.
food from different destinations that she would like to go, on a cruise,
Right.
and different things, glasses that she would wear for seasickness on a cruise, you know. So like I say, I have content, right? So like here in my park, you can't
Yeah.
see it from
Yeah,
here,
we can see it
but
good then. When you turn,
well,
oh, we can see it.
yeah. But
When you're out the
this
room.
is one part of it, but further back behind those
Uh-huh.
trees, there are paddle boats, and I have a little video saying, "Oh, I found some cruise ducks. I found some cruise ducks," because they have some big duck
Oh.
paddle boats, and they're just
Mhm.
so cute, But and even all the little ducks here at the park,
Oh.
I'm walking through the park and I'll record them, and I was like, "You're not a cruise duck. You're a lazy duck."
And Carol just came in the house. I tried to call you 2 times this week, Carol. Okay, call me. What's up, family? You ain't. Betty Keisha and One Strong. Yeah, I tried to
Miss
call her.
Carol,
She says it's beautiful scenery. It is what
thank
she
you.
set up for us. But the only thing with my lives is okay, the cruise and I always say this that like with Bill and all y'all have a community. I have to build mine, you know. So that's just the difference. When I go live, I don't have one particular niche that comes in and really. So that's the main reason why I do my lives to, bring in people from all different niches and and that's hard. That's hard to do, but I know eventually it will grow. And like I said, after that's when I get all my people that look at my lives. It's after
Yeah.
really the
And
reruns.
Miss
Mhm,
and Miss Betty, your live streams, your channel, your content,
mhm,
the Big Mama's house feel is what drew me in, because I
mhm.
swear you are my mom, you are my
Oh,
aunties.
thank you.
Although you're nothing like my real Big Mama. She's
Yeah.
nothing like my real big mama.
Yeah.
My big mama she want to watch all the grandbabies. She want to cook for
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah,
You know,
that
but
ain't that. Mm-mm.
That ain't Betty.
Yeah, you're
That
complete.
is not.
Yeah, my grandmother will be 90 next month. So you're not the
Mhm.
generation of my big mama. You're the
Yeah.
generation of my mom and my aunties, and they are all fly. They all got their hair. They all got their jewelry.
I know. That's
My-
us
Going out
baby
on Friday
boomers.
night after work.
Listen,
That's the baby boomers.
listen. These young girls think they invented the bodysuits and these body cons. No, baby, you did not. And you did
They
not.
did
You
not.
did not.
They might have. We didn't really
Y'all
do.
called them something different. Them cat suits, cat women suits. Yes, yes.
We didn't really do the midriff when we were younger, but we did, have the form fitting thing, but not the tummy ummies, But
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but your channel bringing in different
Thank
people
you.
from different walks
Mhm.
of life, doing different things. I like that because
Yeah,
that's how Big Mama's house is supposed to be.
yeah,
That everybody feels welcome. Everybody is somebody at Big Mama's
yeah,
house.
yeah.
Everybody can come and
Not
kick back
beat
and
up,
be
not
yourself.
beat up each other.
Exactly. As long as you're respectful, as long as you show the right face when you in the house, don't touch her stuff and tear up anything.
Oh, girl, you got me down. But the strange thing is now with my granddaughter Sophie getting older, now I want all the time. Since she's gotten older, she's just turned 10 now. Granny
Yeah.
wants all the
She a
time.
preteen. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't have to deal with it. It's like
She a
send 'em
little
back
self-sufficient.
yeah. And then, like I said, even with my granddaughter, and that's why I was going to ask you, because I never had a daughter, and just seeing my grandbaby from a baby, and then I looked at her one day and she was in some shorts. I'm like, where did that come from? Well,
Yeah.
but what is it like? And thank you, Rooted Essential. Thank you so much, and everybody in the house. But I never had a daughter and always wanted a daughter. And God just said, you're going to have them boys because, girl, you tough. You can raise boys. What is it like raising a daughter from the time she's small to she's an adult?
Miss Betty, I don't know what it is to raise anybody else's daughter, but my daughter, God sent her to me for a reason.
Okay.
I think he sent her to me to toughen me up, to give me some spirit, to enliven me, because my daughter has been spirited all her life. I can remember as a baby in the infant room at the daycare, the nursery room teacher would say, "This baby has been here before." She said, I look at her face sometime and the things that it's saying to me, and my daughter is like that. And she'll be 21 this year.
Yeah.
But she is full of spirit, full of spunk. And raising her though, she'll tell me all the time, "Mommy, you my best friend. You are my best friend. You my road dog. I love you." But I tell you what, we bump heads so much.
Mother and daughters.
Yes. And I tell, but she does respect me. And so like sometimes, when she was in school and her teachers would call if she got in trouble or, they were having a hard time dealing with her. I was like, first of all, you need to recognize that she's a child and you're the teacher.
Yeah.
But if you want to argue back and forth with her, you are not going to win. Okay.
God. She was spirited.
Don't give her the attention that she's craving. Okay. And when the last time, I think she was in 10th grade, that was the last teacher that called me. Because I told that lady, I said, "Listen, I'm at work. I have things to do. And if she's not burning down the school, laying her hands on anybody else, do what you do to other little bad kids. Put her in ISS. Send her out. Expel her from school. Whatever you do, stop calling me at work." Layla went to ISS that day. Okay. And Layla straightened up.
She straightened up.
Layla straightened up.
Yeah, I was I was that spirited child, but I couldn't get in trouble in school because, girl, it was a whole different world back in them days.
Yeah,
So
and
I
that's
had
the
to kind of
thing. This
skate to
day,
the side. Yeah, I
yeah,
had to.
it's different. But my daughter, raising her, I mean, I am not the girly girl. Like I said, it was a struggle for me to put on makeup today. Um, so makeup and hair is not really my thing. I have it, but
Uh-huh.
I don't use it a
Okay.
lot. But my daughter, she's all into that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And I, the things I would dress, and I would tell my sisters and my cousin, I'd be so glad when she could start dressing herself and doing her own hair. So by fifth grade, she was picking out her own clothes and dressing herself,
Aw.
because she wanted to be a girly girl. And I'm like, look, no, we're gonna go to the store, we're gonna buy this outfit in all these colors. I don't want to have to think about it.
My
So
mom did that. Girl, I ain't wearing none of them dresses. She bought me them old lady dresses. Them things still had the tags. I ain't wearing them.
listen, my daughter, because my husband, again, from West Africa, he's Muslim.
Uh,
And so and I've always been a fairly modest person
yeah.
myself. And my daughter, she was like, Daddy, look, with the people that you see, when you see their kids at the mosque, when you see those kids, that's at the mosque. You should see them at school. You should see them when they're at the mall hanging out. Nobody
That's
dresses
right.
like an old lady.
That's right.
Yes.
See, same thing I say.
So
Thumbs up, everybody. Thanks so much for coming in. And Rooted Essential Oil says, I feel like I'm going to my favorite auntie house when I come to your
yes,
channel, Daddy.
yes,
Thank you so much. And Radical Changes, I feel that. Probably about that daughter.
yeah.
Well, you know what? We're gonna get just a little bit from Warmstrong perspective because he has a daughter. So we need to know. I would love to know from a man's side too. What is it like? Because my brother has daughters, you know. But what is it like, Warmstrong, to raise a daughter? She looks strong though. His daughter looks.
No, she is, and she's a hard worker. She's a lot harder working than I am,
Mm-hmm.
and she's real focused. She's been working since she was probably 8 or 9 years old. At school, they had like where kids could a bank came there, so the kids could invest in a bank, and then they had like the students, some of the students being the tellers.
Mm-hmm.
She was being a teller, back then. She always worked, and she was a workaholic and always in school books.
Mm-hmm.
It was so bad that when she got to college,
Mm-hmm.
I actually pulled her to the side and talked to her. It's like, you got to have fun. I mean, you have to live life. There's more to life than work and school. Well, come to find out, she was a party animal, and she was out to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and going to work, a couple hours of sleep. And then I went to her school. I went to her school one time, and go in the room, and in the refrigerator, there's all these wine coolers and all this stuff. Who is this?
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, I mean, I just, I've always taught her. My goal was when I was raising her, my goal was to make anybody who tries to date her step up their game. So with my daughter, we went out, we go out, she's 10 years old, going to the steakhouse. She's cruising around the world. I mean, she's not doing Miami. She's not doing, she's cruising and she's going around the world. So no, you're not going to tell her, hey, let's go to Cedar Point. I don't want to go to Cedar Point. What's Cedar Point? Red Lobster. Excuse me, that's not fine dining. Nothing personal to anybody who likes Red Lobster. So,
I get you.
So I never really had that problem because she was always a strong person.
Yeah, she was like Sheila.
And I've always trusted her. You do watch. People were afraid of me because I'm who you see on here is not me.
Yeah,
it's me, but it's not me. So people were kind of afraid of me to begin with. It's like, Mr. Armstrong, what gun did you buy this week? It's like, so, and my kids. I mean, again, they were 8 or 9 years old, and I'm teaching them about guns.
Okay.
Taking them to the firearm because it's like, I don't want them to be well, that's going down another path, but I didn't want them to be curious about guns. So I taught them about guns and gun safety and things like that. But again, most
Hey,
people,
Elliot.
most boys or whatever coming over for my daughter, they were very respectful. Now, kids being kids, don't tell them what they did, but you weren't going to bother. You weren't going to hurt her. That's whatever it is. If she comes back and with the tear in her eye, we have a problem. And that's whatever. I like it until that happens, and when that happens, we have a problem.
Got a problem.
Yeah. I wasn't getting those things. It was more, well, Miss Hamoud, I don't want to use the word, but sometimes Layla she can be a little bully.
See, I never had that problem.
My daughter is just so strong-minded. I mean, she's the one that if you're her friend, she got your back. She gonna stand up for you. I'm like, Layla, that's not your fight, baby. That's not your fight. But she's very much independent, and raising a daughter is very different from raising boys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to talk about that in a minute, but let me get back over the chat. Is rooted in essentials. I think if I had a daughter, I would probably be very overprotective and probably end up in jail. Nah, you'll be all right. Because there'll be a lot more men in jail if they.
I know that feeling. But it's funny. My son. Yeah, go ahead. Who cares where you go? Bye.
Thank y'all so much for coming in. Radical Changes, work harder, play harder. Exactly. AR Guns. Elliot. Know him from when I know a lot of other people at Shane's Lives in the morning. So you got your coffee yet, Elliot? Yeah. And Radical Changes says, I do this all the time, says that safety is so important. We have guns in our house. We have to show how important. Ooh, yeah, that's true. They can be powerful if you don't know how to use them. I can say that. And down here in Florida, we got the Wild Wild West going on. So
it's crazy. Florida is crazy.
I would even be a police in Florida. I think I work two what it is at McDonald's, get 2 jobs or 3 jobs, because it's dangerous, and they want to go home too, So okay, they say look at I keep hitting the wrong thing. Look, Keisha, I know your daughter is wonderful because you are too.
Oh, thank you.
But one thing I can say about spirited children, we end up really coming together. About 28, I would say that late up in those 20s, I really appreciated my mom then. I didn't appreciate her before, but 28, I learned she was my best friend. Yeah. We bumped head because I was the first one that moved out, so she still tried to treat me as a child because I was that first one. But then once she caught on, that was really irritating me, and she backed up, So yeah, but I appreciated her when I was about 28. My mama.
Well, I see so much of me and my daughter. It's not even funny. I mean, she's a boss, and in our job, she's like a boss. And when we're talking, and it's funny, it's like when I hear her talking, it's like that's me. I mean, that's me, and it makes me proud. I mean, again, we can be mean people, but.
Yeah, it makes you get older. I know when I got pregnant with my second child and I wasn't married, and I told her I hated to tell my mom. And then she said, my mom had this comical way about it. She says, "Oh, you telling me when you were in pain about it, but you weren't telling me when it was good, did you?" She knew how to bite just when it was. Wong is here. Welcome. I know it's late at night. I thank you so much. I got to catch Young Sue. I haven't been over there for a little bit. He was at Bill's yesterday, I think. Young Sue. He gets around too. But let's talk about raising a son, because you went on a cruise with him. He looks like a talker. Is he a talker?
He is a talker when he wants to. More often than not, he's sitting back, playing his video games, but he is a talker. Yes, he's a
Oh,
talker.
this what
He
let's get this back first because I want to go to this. What most people don't realize, it's your children mirror us. Okay, go ahead,
Yes.
because I definitely want to say that because that's what it
Oh,
is.
yes. Oh, definitely. Because, and I'm so glad that mine are not just mirroring me, but between my husband and I, they are us.
Yes.
They are
Yes.
very much us.
Yeah,
Because, yeah.
yeah,
I'm glad
they
they're not
are.
just one or the other, but
They
they're us.
are. They are. Because my second, not my first son was laid back. And they say easy, he was an easy child, but easy children still bring you problems. You know, he's like, Mama, I was your, yes, you was easy, but you still brought me problems. But that young one, oh God, that was me. That was, we bumped heads until he got about 30, probably, but he just turning 40. We bumped heads even when he moved out, but now we're fine. So, you know, and when you raise them and you really take, I say, all the energy and stuff into them, it comes back. It comes back. Being a parent is hard. When I hear people say it's easy, I say it's hard. What you said this night?
Being a parent for me, I have always had good kids. Never in any trouble, never thrown
Yeah.
out of school.
Yeah.
Now again, what they were doing and all the other stuff, what they kept it away from the house. They kept it away from the house, and they were always good kids.
I
And
think it comes from a man's side saying that.
but no, I mean, even the mom side. I mean, again, really no problems. I mean, you know, you got to
I
discipline.
ain't talking about the problems. I just think sometimes us women, we just
Well, I think you guys worry too much and stuff like that.
That's women.
Yeah. I used to worry, but you know, I'm like, stress is too serious a thing. Stress is an invisible cancer.
It is. So it really is.
I tell my daughter, I was like, you know what, I pray for you, baby. But guess what? That's if I can't help you and I can't change it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, again, and like with both of my kids, you know, at a young age, younger age, it's talking about how mistakes like dating and sex and stuff like that, how that can ruin your life. And when I say ruin your life, it was probably the wrong words to use, ruin, but it could, definitely change your life
altering.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, because you know you're going to take care of your kids. So instead of going to college, well, now you're working a job.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to college, it's going to be probably physical labor. So be ready. So it's like, it's your choice. It's your life, however you want to live it. And like my son is real laid back, but he's not materialistic. But you would know it when you meet him, or if you talk to him, you would know he's one of the funniest people on this planet.
Oh, like his dad.
I said he no. Well, kind of. And when we get together, I mean, he'll have me in tears, and we're just dying laughing. When people see us, like, if we saw you, if we met you like in person, we'd be sitting there and we would be like, man, they're boring. They really get us alone, get us someplace else, get us a drink, and next thing you know, and it's real sarcastic, and it could be kind of evil at times. And we sit up here and watch YouTube channels, and I'm in tears. I'm dying laughing.
Don't be laughing at my stuff, Phil.
The Radical Changer says, I catch myself being like, oh no, I gotta stop this. My daughter is an angel, but she mimics things I didn't even realize I did. Oh, she'll come back. Radical Changer said, I got blessed with my baby. How old? I say they don't come to reality to teenagers. That's when they become real. Right. Women have a different story when it comes to kids versus women. Yeah. I think a lot of times our worried behavior comes from our moms. That's where we learn it from. And it just carries over to our adult life and how we raise our kids. And Radical Change say, well, Bill, that's because he is comfortable with you. Yeah, and he's grown now.
Well, no. I mean, again, but I mean, we're respectful, so we're not gonna be, getting in people's faces and yelling and screaming, and if we might be behind your back, we might tell a joke or two, but in your face, we still hold the door open for you, and sir, yes, sir, ma'am, yes, if they still say that now, because I got fussed at for calling. I called a lady ma'am one time, and she dang near cursed me out. I'm like, what? And I thought I was being respectful. Thank you, ma'am, or whatever. I'm not a man. Why you call me ma'am? Man. And I mean, and she, I don't know, 35-ish.
Yeah.
So I'm getting old. And I can't keep up with the times with this as far as that. But I was always raised sir and ma'am.
For some reason, my mom didn't want us to do that. I don't know why.
Me either. My mom was the same way. She didn't want that.
She didn't want that. And then my kids, I didn't train them that either. And then my son, one day he started doing that, my baby son, because his girlfriend's mom. And I said, when you started that? Yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. When? Okay, Radical Changes said just turned 2. I knew what a baby when you say perfect. But they do. The kids, they do. It's like when a small child say a swear word. The parents like, I don't know where that came from. You be like, the Big Bird said on TV. Right, like that's because you have a good head on your shoulders. Must be talking to, but yeah, raising boys and girls, yeah, I just think, it's just different on all of those. Also, what y'all don't know, thumbs up, and if y'all can share me out, please do. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all don't know that Keisha is a gardener. I didn't know that till you was on Erie Frog Down. So, girl, what you growing over there?
I have squash, yellow summer squash. I have cucumbers. I have green beans. I have okra, onions, carrots. I have tomatoes. Well, kind of, sort of got tomatoes. And cantaloupe and watermelon. And then I have some herbs. So I've always had my herbs. So I have lavender, mint, lemon balm, rosemary, and oregano, and parsley, and thyme, and basil. No, not basil. Sage. Yes.
And the chipmunk. Now, is a chipmunk a
damn
squirrel?
Chipmunks.
Is it a squirrel?
No, the chipmunk is a damn rat. Excuse me, Miss Big Mama. Your chipmunk brings it out of me. Oh my God. Let's not talk about the chipmunk. Okay.
The chipmunks are so cute.
The girl that
they're evil little rats.
She had
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Do you have it up in raised bed? She said something about putting it up.
It doesn't matter. They can jump. I
know.
I look out my patio window. Those things can jump about. They can jump.
So did you get any food from the garden? Because they eating up everything.
Well, my husband, he said he would starve to death if he was dependent upon me and my garden. So we are getting there so that when the time does come, I know what I'm doing and how to do it, right? But yeah, we're not dependent upon, because last year we didn't eat well.
Yeah, usually the parents end up dying laughing when those kids repeat what y'all say.
Yeah.
Oh, and this has just been, it's like an hour, 48 minutes. And I'm going to bring up one more thing too. We both had, and this week to me was just about being grateful. And I talked about it a little bit at the beginning that we both had first marriages that ended in divorce. And I was thinking back that the things that I was grateful for that marriage in, because there were happy times in those 3 short years, and I think about that, I'm grateful that I learned a lot of lessons from that marriage in order to get into a great relationship. And I had a son that came from that marriage that kept me tied to him for 18 years. But I'm grateful for that son because he was a good son, so I'm grateful for the big wedding I had there, 450 people, my beautiful dress. So you can take negative stuff and turn it to the positive. So,
Yeah.
so what do you think
And
you learned from the first one?
well, I will actually say that so my first marriage is a little bit opposite of yours in that um, my first marriage, my first husband, we were high school sweethearts, and so
Oh,
I got pregnant in high school, my senior year.
okay.
So I marched across the stage, big as a house.
You
I
made
think I
it.
was like I was
You
8 months
made it.
pregnant, right?
You made
Um,
it.
and we lost our son. So we lost our
Oh, I'm
son
sorry.
when he was like 7 months old, and
Mm,
so in that grief,
mhm,
we got married, right? Yeah.
mm.
So from that grief is when
Grief.
we decided, to get married, even though it
Mhm.
wasn't something we had thought about or that I had thought about,
Okay.
before that, because he did do some immature things that I
Yeah.
already saw, but
Yeah.
in grief we came together, we got married, and
Yeah.
but we were married for 6 years, and and
Yeah.
I
That's a
I say
while.
this all the time. I blame Jet Magazine. I blame Jet Magazine because it should have been way less than 3 years, Miss Betty.
Uh,
But I
you hung
read an
on.
article. I read an article in Jet Magazine that was saying how Black women don't give, they want to be everything, right? They want to be the mom, they want to be the dad, they want to be the boss, they want to do everything, and they don't allow um, Black men to be men, and because we have seen our moms, or people in our lives be the mom and the dad, that we feel like that, that's how they're raising their girls. And I read that magazine. And I was like, you know what? I need to give him a chance. If he wants to, go out and do this, try this business, I need to support him. If he wants to go into the ministry, I need to support him. But there became a time where it was like, you know what? God didn't call me to the ministry. I'm not a first lady. I'm not into this. I don't want to go to church every Sunday if I don't want to.
Yeah.
So it was. I blame 6 years on Jet Magazine.
Okay. Okay. She said. And
But
I
we
was
did. We
just
were.
happy to when I look back, because I see a lot of people hung on too long and still hanging on, that I got out of it as soon as I did. And I
Hmm.
noticed that through my life that I could get in a relationship and get right out if it wasn't good for me. And I'm happy I had that part of me. And then as Armstrong shaking his head about, but I just say, this is my thing. When women go out to work, whatever household head they talking about, they go out the window. I'm sorry, Armstrong. Because when I'm out working, you out working. When we come home, 9 times out of 10, some men help their wives, but a lot of them don't. Okay. So I'm just saying, I know what they say about us Black women being strong. We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. What choice do we have? Your daughter's gonna be strong too. What's strong?
Well, and again, I mean, and this, I mean, it goes down a kind of a slippery slope because
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna make a joke about it as far as what did I learn from my first marriage?
Yeah.
Never
Never
again.
again. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but and that's
I
not true
get
because
you.
I believe
Yeah.
in marriage and I believe in love
Yeah.
and all that other good stuff. Um, I, I always believe that women should be strong and be independent,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how I raised my daughter.
Okay.
Don't sit at home and be and again, this is how I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, be able to support yourself. Don't never be dependent upon another person. But with that said, I still believe like the man is the head of the household.
I
But
hear
but
you.
being but when I say that, you have to be the head of the household. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to go live off another person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to go into somebody else's house. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but like for me, and this is the way my father was. He was a breadwinner. He brought the money home, and my mother took care of the
Mhm.
bills, took care of the family, and things like that. My mom would basically give my dad an allowance. He worked at Ford Motor Company. He would get allowance. He would go buy his Budweiser or whatever.
Yeah.
Took care of that. So again, and that's kind of the way I felt. You know, it's like I go to work, I work all the overtime and do everything I can. But I want to make sure the family was taken care of. I didn't need anything in life. I mean, again, it's whatever. And, it's like going looking for a house, whatever house you want, as long as we can afford it, whatever house you want. And she works for the Postal Service. And my money was help pay the bills and stuff like that. And her money was to take care of herself. I had a beater car. She always had she had a new car every 2 years. But again, I would hold the doors open for her.
I know it.
I never, she never tried to be the leader of the household. Long story short. So it worked. So we both worked, but I felt like I was still the man of the house and she was the mom of the house. And that's where I kind of raised my kids. It's, you hold the door open and it's not like my son. It's like, don't hold the door open just for women. Hold the door open for anybody. If you go to it and a man is coming right behind you, hold the door open for him. You be respectful for people. If you're next in line because you held the door open for somebody, you got time. Relax. Be kind to people.
Yeah. And that's how it is with my current husband. We've been married for over 21 years, and that's how it is. I mean, he is the head of our household, but it is very respectful. He supports me in anything that I want to do, and I'm the same with him. And when I remember when we were right before we got married, and I was like, I'm not gonna quit working, and he was like, you don't have to,
Good.
And I said, but I don't want you to think that I need you to take care of me either. And so we've always had our finances where we can be dependent upon one income because
that's great.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
And so we live very humbly, so that in the event, whether it be him or me, that one of us, we got each other's back.
Yeah.
So we've always lived that way. But
That's
to Bill's
great.
point, I always drive the better car. He always looked like, sir, please go and buy you some clothes,
I do know about that, but in this marriage, it's a lot different for me. I probably feel like the kept woman at this point. We've been together 30 some years, so I never thought that I would be dependent on somebody, but it works for us. I worked for a long time, and when I retired, yes, I'm dependent on him, but there's a real trust factor there. And sometimes it's scary. I'll put it, because sometimes you think in the back of your head, but it's like, usually that man of the household do think of you a lot. Even when he go to the store, y'all know how I love my kombuchas. He'll buy those. I got a whole refrigerator of kombuchas, and then you get just a little bitty thing. Even when he went out with his family last night, I knew he was gonna come back. Like I said, well, do you want me to take the garbage out? That's what marriage is all about. A good marriage. You're always thinking ahead of the other person.
You're respectful of the other person.
Yeah,
So again,
that's what makes it.
And it's not, again, see, a lot of people think it's about money, but it's not. I mean, you have people with all the money in the world and they're not happy. And then you have the poorest people in the world and they're just as happy and sitting on the porch laughing and telling stories, family time and all this other stuff. Everything that rich person wants but can't get, because the rich person is so busy with the money and trying to give or buy love that they don't even realize what love is. It's a feeling. It's not about having a new jeans and all this other stuff, and that's not what love is.
Yeah. And before I close off, to me, right at this point, and when I was about 20, early 20s, but just before my divorce, and this guy had been married a long time and I didn't understand. And he said, it's so sad. He said, because you don't really know what true love is. And what I found, I used to hear people say, I love him more today than yesterday when I first met him. And that's how I feel about my husband. I love him now more than ever. And I just feel so sad that people don't get that love in their life. Yeah. But
Well, I'm divorced.
well, I was
you
divorced.
might want to throw everything I said out the window.
You and you know what? And you're smart because you're gonna wait until or if it may never. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. But let me read these last couple of comments and I'm gonna let everybody go. I'm always
No, Betty, no. We want to stick around.
I'm always working and I will not stop radical changes. And that's a great thing. As a parent, as women, we have no choice but to be better for our children. That is so correct.
Me too.
Because once you go, you can't change anything. You know what I mean? Once it's gone, you can't go back. You can go back and apologize, but you can't change. They say when you know better, you do better.
Right.
Yeah. Because even say if I had to raise a grandchild right now, I think I would be a better parent now than when I was with the boys, because I've changed. I'm a different person, and I could be a lot more flexible and, and understand. I understand about change then. So, but I thank y'all so much. Thank you, Keisha.
Thank you, Miss Betty.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Keisha.
The perfect host. They're gonna be trying to get my baby girl now.
I'm getting her Thursday 4 p.m. One of these Thursdays, I'm getting her.
Oh God, Bill.
And
I don't have them. I gotta save all my PTO for cruising. Look, I told me.
Oh no, I don't want you. I would never actually.
Yeah, she was off today, and that's how we.
Yeah.
I would go. I would work around your schedule.
Look, you know what though? As long as none of my work people are listening and come on y'all's live stream, I am at the house.
Never know though. Never know, girl.
You never know who's in the bush.
Never know.
Rigged into them computers and everything.
Listen,
you just.
I'm always making sure I'm turning off the mics and the speakers and putting a blanket over it.
Yeah.
Don't want the man.
I don't know how many bags of
when
popcorn I've gone through watching people from the bushes.
And Destination Fun, Sherry's going to be on at 9:30 in the morning. I think Bill's going to be there. You going to be there tomorrow morning?
I'm going to try.
He going to be there, Destination. Don't even worry about him.
How late I stay up tonight. I do. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day for me. So
what you doing
probably
tonight?
Will be up.
You going to be on YouTube tonight?
No. YouTube tomorrow.
Okay.
So very little, if any.
Okay, but we're going to be waiting for your content, Keisha, and I know your channel is going to grow really fast. It's gonna grow. Really.
Well, I'm excited. I was at 3:30 last night, so
okay. And then I'm gonna go to that forum y'all talked about. I'm gonna listen to that whole thing too.
Those my peoples. That's my
okay.
family.
Them your people. I'm gonna tell them Keisha sent me them.
I never really watched that channel. I knew the name. I knew they had a group cruise from the cruising community. I always called them Meta and I. And then I heard somebody talking about it's Met or Meet and I. I never knew.
She's Lametria. She's Lametrius, but she's nicknamed Meet. And I is not I. He's Anwar.
Oh,
I never knew. I didn't know what it was. So, but I will try because they do, and they hang around a lot of people that I like watching and the cruising. But again, there's more to YouTube than just cruising.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm starting to
But
learn.
remember, y'all, thank you so much for don't hit no buttons. Thank you so much for coming. And Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Friday, my video comes on premiere at 9 a.m. Then right after that, I'm going to have my live, get back to making my videos. And then Bill goes on Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with his premiere. Thursday, what with Bill? Something with Bill. On Thursday at 4 p.m.
Banter with Bill.
Banter with Bill. And do you see something that I don't see, Bill?
No, Radical Changes typed OFC.
I know. I don't
Radical
know.
Changes. What is OFC?
Yeah, what is OFC?
We're all old up here. We're not hip.
Oh, on destination, you know. That's a bad thing. I don't live. Sometimes I wish I stayed. Thank you, Betty, for going live. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. Well, I guess we'll have to Google that one. Of course.
Of course. Oh, got you.
Gotcha. Thank you so much. Okay, everybody. We will see y'all on Monday. Well, no. Well, we will see y'all.
I'll see y'all around the chats.
Around these YouTube streets. We'll see you.
Okay.